Assalamualaikum. In this video, I'm going to teach you everything I did to make 5K in 9 days by the grace of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The exact business model, all of the little processes, every single thing. And basically, the reason I'm so proud of this and the reason I'm sharing this to you is hopefully to inspire you so you can do even better than me. Because 6 months ago, I was basically stuck in 9 to 5s, right? I know I look really, really happy here, but I genuinely did not like my life. I was basically stuck. I had no freedom. I had no time to dedicate towards my deen. I was moving away from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And even though I was working, even though I was doing all of those things, I was basically still living paycheck to paycheck and I was broke. And until I started this halal side hustle like 6 months ago, or maybe a bit more, and I was able to quit my 9 to 5 in like less than 3 months after starting, was that basically I got started with this exact framework that I'm about to teach you. And what is that framework? YouTube plus brain. Let me explain everything to you, inshallah. So let's start with the YouTube thing. The first thing I did was I built a personal brand. So I started building my personal brand almost like a year and a half ago. Not a year and a half, but it's been a minute, right? But I was never able to use it properly. I never did it right. But basically, building a personal brand, building like a social media presence is the most powerful thing you can do if you want to make halal money online. I want you to like literally write this down on a piece of paper, brother. If you want to make money online, but you are not using social media, you do not have a personal brand, you are genuinely stupid and you deserve to be broke. I'm not trying to like insult you or anything like that. That's just the pure fact, right? You need to be on social media of some sort, even if it's like degenerate TikToks. You need to actually put yourself out there for you to actually leverage social media and make money online. Because without this part of the equation, I would not have made the money I made. It was only through this. And I'm not exactly talking about like, oh, just like go make TikTok dance or anything like that, right? You need to make very specific type of content, and inshallah we're going to dive into this because we're not trying to get attention, we're not going to try to get clout or anything like that. That's not the goal. We're not trying to optimize for followers or anything like that. Like honestly, like this is like a month or two ago, I remember I was on a call with a brother and he was telling me, oh yeah, I want to get clout, I want to get followers, and I was literally asking him like, bro, why do you want followers? Why do you like, it's kind of like an insecure thing to do, like, oh yeah, I want to get attention online, guys, I want followers, I want subscribers, because you don't need that thing. It's not that important for you to actually make money online. When you're looking at halal side hustles, you're looking at online business to make money, not just to get clout and status. You specifically want to have the financial freedom, so you don't need to get clout. You don't need a lot of followers. You don't need to get famous or anything even close to that. Because what we're going to do, and what I did was, I made value driven content for like almost a year plus, right? But 6 months ago, I locked in with it. And the powerful thing about value driven content is you build trust, you build relatability, and you just give a lot of this goodwill, right? People just like you, they know you, they trust you. And this is all the stuff that we're going to need to use after to actually make money with this, right? So as you can see, like all of my content was very, very much value driven, right? Like, okay, here's the power of istighfar, this, that, right? I was just giving tons and tons of like free value, just helping people out as much as I can. But the most important thing I did, the most important thing was I locked in with the who. And this is where so many people go wrong with. I locked in with the exact specific type of person I wanted to help, and I made my videos around that thing as well, right? I locked in on the problems they were facing. Like maybe they were like, oh yeah, I keep procrastinating, I keep doing this. And I just locked in on that person and tried to make my content around that. So as you can see, my person I was focusing on was like Muslims who wanted to overcome procrastination, right? They wanted to become more productive. So most of my content was around this. It was around like, okay, do this. Here's how Muslims can be more focused. Here's how you can get more work done without sacrificing your deen. And even though these videos aren't getting tons and tons of views, right? Like I'm not getting like a clout or anything massive like that, right? But because of how targeted these videos were, I was still able to make a 1K sale. I still was able to get money from it because I was actually like super focused on value. I was super focused on helping the specific type of person with a specific problem. So, AKA basically my niche, right? And that's very, very important. And like I said, everyone messes this up. What you need to do is target a specific person and target a specific page. Think about my specific person. It was Muslims, and it was the pain I was helping them was overcoming procrastination. So I was very, very like focused onto that, right? And how do we figure this out? How did I figure this out? How did I end up at Muslims who wanted to overcome procrastination? This is where we come to point two of the whole thing, right? So basically, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given you some specific knowledge through your own experiences in life. You've gone through this problem, you've gone through that, and you've been able to figure it out, you've been able to solve it. And that's basically like a gift from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And you can literally make money online from that, which is a crazy thing, right? You don't need to go like through SMMA or anything else stupid. You literally have the knowledge inside of your head, or you can go get the knowledge in 2 weeks, in 4 weeks, and you can literally sell that knowledge and be making 2K, 3K, 5K a month online completely just from home with such insane amounts of freedom that you get closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala because of the time freedom, because of the location freedom, because of everything like that, right? Basically, Allah's given us specific knowledge, and then we're basically going to share our knowledge, experiences, story with others on building our personal brand. I personally suggest YouTube because it's so powerful, but that's basically what's happening, right? So Allah's given you some specific knowledge, and you see, I realize this as well. I have certain problems in my life, and you do as well. You are basically going to go solve that problem like I did. I'll show you how I did it, and then you can help others do the same. So, for example, for me, I struggled with procrastination for so long, right? It was the biggest thing for me. I just kept procrastinating. I couldn't get the work done. And then I figured out how to be productive using Deen, right? I learned this hadith, I did this, I did that. Okay, banger, I'm now productive. Guess what? Then I went out, made content online, made content on YouTube, and I helped other Muslims do the same. Another example is like, let's say you are fat, right? Like if you wanted to find your niche, if you wanted to find the specific knowledge you are going to sell online, let's say you are fat, right? Okay, you then learn to lose weight, and now you can help other people also lose weight. It's like this beautiful cycle, and basically this is really really powerful. And not only will you like be able to make the money you want to make, right, completely from home, completely with like tons and tons of freedom, but you can also do it in like a fulfilling way, working with the people you want to work with. Now let's actually dive into like how did I actually make the 5K in the 9 days, right? Like, okay, bro, you made YouTube videos and like you had specific knowledge. How did you actually make the money, right? YouTube AdSense doesn't pay that much. I'm not even famous. I don't even have that many subs. How did you actually do it? Well, let me teach you. You see, basically, YouTube was super, super powerful. This is why I'm so heavy on like personal branding, creating content online, having like an online presence. I know so many people are insecure, like, oh, I don't want to look like this, I don't want to look like that. But YouTube was genuinely the most powerful tool I used. It was the most like leveraged thing I used. That's why I'm such a big fan of it, right? So basically, I use YouTube to track the person I mentioned before, right? So like, for example, Muslims who wanted to overcome procrastination. That was my who, and I used that to attract as many of that type of person. And because my free stuff was super, super valuable, right? A small percentage, a very, very small percentage of the people wanted to also pay for my help. They wanted to get closer access to me. So like, think about it. They came, they saw these videos, right? Where are they? They came, they saw these videos, they watched one, they watched two, they watched three, and then they were like, oh, I really like this Zen guy. Haha, he told this story. I relate to him. I did all of that good stuff, right? They wanted to like, they started to like me. It was all of this stuff. They built trust, they built reliability, they trusted me, they had goodwill, all of that good stuff, right? And then basically, I would literally just get people being like, oh, bro, can I work with you? Can you get more help? Because the thing is, when you give up free stuff, when you make really good content, people want to get closer access to you. People want more help from you. This happens like so much, even till today, right? People just want more of that help. So after that, I basically offered a paid product to help Muslims overcome procrastination. So it was basically kind of like my free stuff, but like on steroids, right? It was my YouTube videos. It wasn't a course, but it was YouTube videos. I'm going to show you the exact paid product I did sell. It was a YouTube video. So I basically went from the help I was giving YouTube videos, but on so much more steroids. And the whole goal of the paid product was just to help them overcome procrastination, right? So they came in my videos to help to overcome procrastination, and then they wanted more help. So my paid product was the same thing. Okay, I'm going to help you overcome procrastination. But obviously, because you're paying this, you're going to get a lot more stuff, and the results are going to be so much more guaranteed compared to just a free video, right? Like, for example, what are the chances you also make 5K in 9 days just from watching this video? Very, very low, right? Maybe like one person does it from like 10,000. But if you came and worked with me and you had like all of the help I could give you, right? I was working with you, I literally helped you implement this into your life. You could, like, so many more people could do it, and you could do it so much faster as well, right? So My paid product was basically just giving them the outcome they wanted, which was like overcoming procrastination. And I would give them everything they needed, right? I would over deliver, and I would basically do as much as I could. So I would get on one-on-one calls. I would text them. I would also had like a training program. I had like templates, everything they needed to actually get the results, to actually like get the dream outcome they wanted, right? Which was to overcome procrastination. And this is, for those of you who don't know, this is kind of like a coaching program, but it's also like a lot more. I personally add like extra stuff to it as well because I'm just me. But you can do this very much as well, right? Super high like profit margins. Like I literally all my profits are just like some all of my expenses are like the softwares I use, the like payment processes, stuff like that. Everything else goes straight into my pocket, alhamdulillah. And literally like it's just like I don't need to actually have like something developed already, right? I can focus all my time and attention on creating content, and then I can just offer a coaching program and actually help those people out and actually give them like the stuff on the calls. And later, obviously, I'm gonna build out like a whole like community course, whatever I'm gonna do, right? But basically, you can do this as well. You can literally just make content on a specific type of person, helping them with the gift Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given you, sharing that. And then when someone does show interest, you literally just offer them one-on-one calls and you give them texting for whatever you're doing, right? And the people will pay that. Like I've had people pay 1K, 2K, 3K for that, alhamdulillah. And that's basically very, very powerful in itself. It's a very powerful offer. So let's quickly talk about advantages of this, right? One, like I said, you don't need to get famous or have a big audience. Like you honestly, like I made my first 1K sale when I had a little over 1K subs. There's guys with 1 million subs. I know guys in like my niche or in general, right? They have thousands and thousands of subs, but I know they're not making money. I know they're all broke because they're not focused on the exact type of person. They're not focused on the exact type of solution. They're giving their content all over the place. They're just not focused like they should be. Also, like get to work with the people you want to work with. So like all of the clients I've ever had, they're literally like, I'm actually close with them because they are the type of person I was, right? Like think about it. When I came back down to this point to figure out who I was going to help, right? To this part of the equation, I basically chose my younger self. I basically chose the younger version of me who was going through the same problems. And that's basically my clients as well. So it's basically like I'm working with guys who I genuinely enjoy working with. Also, with this type of business model, you get to charge a lot more because you built the personal brand. You built so much leverage on social media. A lot of people not only want the dream outcome, but they want closer access to you. They want proximity to you. So they will literally pay more for that. Like I said, I've charged 1K, 2K. People will pay more just to get closer access to you because they built up that relationship through you on social media, right? They watched 3, 4, 5 videos of yours. They went here, they went there. They genuinely liked your stuff, and they will literally come and buy from you just to get closer access to you and get that proximity and get that like the dream result they wanted, right? People will love to get on calls with you. People will love to get this, get that, right? Just to get your help and just so they can get to know you better and stuff like that, right? This is basically all I did, right? I drove content, I made content online, I built a personal brand. Easily one of the most powerful things you can do. If you're not doing it, you're genuinely stupid. Everyone you look up to in this space, everyone you look up onto social media is doing this, but they'll tell you, oh yeah, go like, oh, do SMMA, go do this, go do that, right? They're all building a personal brand, yet they won't tell you to do it. I'm the only person who's going to look you in the eyes and tell you, bro, you're stupid if you don't have a personal brand. You need to be making some type of content online. Like it has to happen, right? You need to put yourself out there, even if it's just you sharing your journey or whatever it is, right? Build a personal brand and then basically lock in on the who, lock in on the person, and just give them the paid product they want, right? Not everyone's going to buy it. Not like, let's say I got 100 views, right? Not 100 people are going to buy it. Maybe one person will buy. One person will pay the 1K, which is awesome. 100 people came and watched my video and one of them gave me 1 grand. So I literally made 1 grand from a video, which is super, super powerful, as you can imagine, right? So that's basically it. That's basically like the whole formula of I followed, and inshallah you can do the same and get better results. I'm planning to literally like scale this up to the moon, inshallah, through Allah's grace. But alhamdulillah, I'm super proud of myself, and inshallah, like if you have any questions, like go join my school community. There's literally like a free course in there. We do free Q&A calls. You get a free call with me. It's generally super value packed. Like it's better than most people's paid communities. And also, if you have like any other extra questions, go like follow and DM me on Instagram, all that good stuff, right? Actually, just sack that. Why are you gonna follow me on Instagram? Just go join the school community. I'm just trying to get clout. Just go join the school community. It's super, super valuable for you. Inshallah, I'll see you in there.